Good morning, children. In our previous session, we have discussed the lesson, the banyan tree, to you. Dear children, now time has come to discuss the summary of this lesson. I think you have learned this lesson many times in order to understand this. Dear children, you may remember the author had gone to his grandfather's house. He tells something about his grandfather's house. He lived with his grandfather in Dehradun. There was a grand old banyan tree in the garden of that house. He enjoyed sitting in that tree. From there, he used to spy on the world below. Since the grandfather could not climb the tree, it belonged only to the boy or to the author or James Bond, the writer of this lesson. You know, he became a friend of a squirrel. There was a squirrel. It became his friend, means the boy's friend, only when it became certain that the boy had no catapult or air gun. Later, when the boy started to bring him pieces of cake and biscuit, the squirrel was soon taking morsels from his hand. In the spring, all kinds of birds flocked into the branches, and the tree became the noisiest place in the garden. The boy had built a crude platform on the tree where he spent the afternoons when it was not too hot. Sitting there, he had read many books. Thus, the banyan tree served the boy as a reading room. Now, the fight between mongoose and cobra were seen by the boy. When the boy did not feel like reading, he looked at the world below. On one such afternoon, he saw the famous fight between a mongoose and a cobra. Now, the part 2 is there before you. This part deals the fight between the mongoose and the cobra. It was a very hot afternoon. The narrator saw a big black cobra coming out of a cactus plant. At the same time, a mongoose emerged from the bushes and went straight for the cobra. In a clearing beneath the banyan tree, they stood face to face. Clearly, there was to be a battle of champions. Can you tell me who are the champions? One is cobra, and second champion is the mongoose. First of all, they prepared themselves for the battle. The cobra was about 6 feet long and the mongoose about 3 feet. The cobra spread his broad hood and the mongoose pushed his tail. Besides the boy narrator, there was a myna and a crow looking at the battle. It means the cobra and the mongoose were champions and fighters, and three people were spectators. First is the boy, second is a myna, and third is a crow. Now the battle begins between two champions. Mongoose made a pretended move to one side. The cobra struck. However, before it could touch him, the mongoose had jumped to one side. While doing so, he also bit the snake on the back. A few drops of blood glistened on the cobra's back. There were many such rounds, and every time the mongoose was the victor. During one such round, the crow came in between and became a victim of the snake bite. Now, you know, in this battle, cobra was killed. The cobra was gradually weakening, ultimately raising himself on his short legs. The mongoose had the big snake by the snout. The snake made its last attempt to fight, but in vain. When it had ceased to struggle, the mongoose gripped it round the hood and dragged it into the bushes. So, just you have listened the summary of this lesson. Now the time has come to discuss the exercises of this lesson. Here you can see working with the text. In the last A, complete the following sentences. You can see first exercise, the old banyan tree did not belong to grandfather but only to the boy, because grandfather was 65 years old to climb the tree. Yes. You can see the second exercise. A small grey squirrel became friendly when he found that the writer had not catapult or air gun with him. Exercise number 3. When the boy started to bring him pieces of cake and biscuit, the squirrel started to search food in his pockets. Exercise number 4. In the spring, the banyan tree bore born. So, bore, you have to write bore, a small red fruits, and all kinds of birds would come there. Exercise number 5. The banyan tree served the boy as a quiet place for study. 6th, the young boy spent his afternoons in the tree, either reading a book or looking down at the world below. Now, B. Answer the following questions. It was to be a battle of champions. Can you tell me who were the champions? Yes. The cobra was the first champion and second was the mongoose. It was to be a battle of champions. You know, this fight between cobra and the mongoose is not modern. It is ancient from very, very long time. Both these animals are enemy of each other, and their fight is famous, we know. So, when the writer saw below the banyan tree, he saw a cobra and a mongoose, and he knew that the these two opponents or enemies will fight to each other. Dear children, you know what qualities did your first question starts. What qualities did the two champions have? Pick out words and phrases from the paragraph above this line in the text and write them down. You have to write all the qualities of mongoose at one side, and you have to write all the qualities of cobra on the other side. The spaces are already there. Mongoose is a super fighter. On the other hand, cobra is a skillful and experienced fighter. B. Mongoose is clever. On the other hand, cobra could move swiftly. C. Mongoose is aggressive. On the other hand, cobra is venomous. Venomous is poisonous. Now, second question is there for you to. This is part of question number 1. What did the cobra and the mongoose do to show their readiness for the fight? Yes, the cobra raised his body and spread his broad and spotted hood. Is it? The mongoose made himself fluffy. Now, question number 2. Who were the other two spectators? What did they do? Did they watch or did they join in the fight? The other two spectators were a myna and a wild crow. They joined the fight. You know. Question number 3. Read the descriptions below of what the snake did and what the mongoose did. Arrange their actions in the proper order. So, whenever you see the first cease to struggle, you have to remember the lines. Who ceased to struggle? You can easily say, the snake ceased to struggle. If you see the second, tried to mesmerize the mongoose, it is clear that the cobra tried to mesmerize the mongoose. Third, coiled itself around the mongoose. It is clear that the snake or cobra coiled itself around the mongoose. Fourth is struck the crow. Who struck the crow? This was the snake struck the crow. Next is fifth, struck again and missed. The crow struck again and missed. Sixth, stuck on the side that the mongoose pretended to attack. It was the cobra stuck on the side that the mongoose pretended to attack. So in this way you can search or you can find all these exercises. You have to write who did these actions and you have to arrange them in a order in the same way as the things took place in the story. I think you can do it easily. Question number 4.1. What happened to the crow in the end? When the crow dived in to attack the cobra, he failed to fly back to its perch. He was beaten and killed by the cobra. Second part of question number 4. What did the myna do finally? The myna sat on the perch peacefully. She congratulated the winner and flew away in the wind. Now, the working with language. The word round usually means a kind of shape. What is its meaning in the story? Yes, very important question. Round means a stage in a fight. First round fight, second round fight, third round. Is it? So, it means a stage in a fight in the story. Find 5 words in the following paragraph which are generally associated with trees. But here they have been used differently. Underline the words. Hari leaves for work at 9 every morning. You know, this is part of a tree. Leaves means leaves. Leaf, and it is plural of leaf is leaves. He works in the local branch of the firm, of which his uncle is the owner. The branch, a tree has a branch. Hari's success is really the fruit of his own labor. The a tree bears fruit, but he has a small problem. The root cause of his problem is a stray dog near his office. Root cause. Yes, a tree has a root. The dog welcomes Hari with a loud bark every day. It is bark. Do you know? A tree has bark to protect its body. Thank you. Now the words in the box are all words that describe movement. Use them to fill in the blanks in the sentences below. When he began to trust me, the squirrel began to delve into my pockets for morsels of cake. I saw a cobra gliding out of the clump of cactus. The snake hissed, his forked tongue darting in and out. Fourth, when the cobra tried to bite it, the mongoose moved aside. Fifth, the snake whipped his head and back to strike at the crow. The birds dived in at the snake. Dear children, I think you can do all other exercises in your notebook, and the remaining exercises can be done by yourself. Thank you.